Washington, D.C. A few years ago, it was as exciting as a radio show about podcasts.
House Judiciary Chair Jerry Nadler considering contempt of Congress for Attorney General William Barr.
How to handle an attorney general who you believe committed a crime.
These days, there's so much news coming out of the nation's capital. The fire hose of news has continued to flow.
Congress can, on its own part, issue a subpoena and enforce that subpoena through arrest or through fine.
You don't want to throw the AG in cuffs, though, right? I mean, you know that would cause rancor and division that we certainly would have a hard time bearing in this current climate.
Yeah. Should he go to jail for it?
Contempt means going to the courts, and where we've seen that occur in the past, it can take months and months.
There's a process involved here, and as I said, I'll say it again, and how many other questions you may have, the committee will act upon.
There is an old precedent in this country under the Constitution of the United States, affirmed by the Supreme Court, that says that the House and the Senate, each chamber, has an inherent power to compel a witness to testify if that witness just refuses.
Now, if we go back in history, Congress actually has an inherent contempt authority. There's a jail in the Congress, in the Capitol.
Also sounds like the most boring jail in the world. I bet even the Shankings get filibustered. It's like, man, I'm about to stab your ass. Like, I'm sorry, you need a supermajority for that. God damn it, McConnell.
They could send out Capitol Police or U.S. Marshals and arrest the Attorney General.
And we forget that because it's been such a long time. It's been 34 since that happened.
And the Supreme Court has recognized the inherent right of Congress to hold individuals in contempt and to imprison them.
All I want is for the Attorney General to realize he has a responsibility to the public, not just as a personal attorney of Mr. Trump, and to comply with the law.
Am I the only one who didn't know that Congress has a jail? Like, I feel like Trump is making us learn everything about America. It's like a Congress jail.
Your reaction first to those congressmen who thinks that we should be putting members of the administration in jail if they defy subpoenas.
So if we have a lawless Attorney General or a lawless Secretary of the Treasury or some other official, it is our responsibility as a co-equal branch of government to hold them accountable.
Now, I
don't want to throw him in jail, but I'm ready to do so.
I agree with my colleague, Rep. David Cicilline, that we need to do what we need to do, whether it's subpoenas, hearings, fining people, and if we have to put people in jail, I think that we should do that.
Wouldn't it be exciting if this whole thing just ends in a standoff at the White House? The Capitol Police storming the Oval Office, Trump and his people taking a final stand like Scarface, you know? And then Trump just pulls out Jeff Sessions from a hidden drawer, like, say hello to my little friend.